Hello, everybody. Welcome to our second new coach training call. I actually have a lot to talk about tonight, which is going to be going over, challenge groups, Facebook posting, and the dreaded objections. Now, I know that a lot of you have been inviting to our challenge group, and I'm sure that you're hearing a lot of people telling you no, and it's very discouraging. And I am going to tell you a little bit later today that those no's are actually a very good thing, and you want to hear those no's, okay? But before I get to that, I want to go over, I want to just start with basically challenge groups. So our challenge groups, we run the same groups every single month. And every single group that we have, we run them together until you feel comfortable in, going off and doing your own thing. For some people that takes longer than others. For me, it took a long time. For Andrea, it took her only 2 months. So everybody is different, and there's, whatever. So the schedule for the challenge groups are actually listed in the cover photo of our new coach training group, and it's also listed in my team page in the cover photo. So the first of every single month, we run a challenge group where the person needs to purchase a challenge pack. And as we discussed last week, a challenge pack is a fitness program and Shakeology, or in some cases the performance line, all bundled together into a discounted price, okay? Hi, Lita. So that's the first of the month. And also the first of the month is when I start a new coach training group. So every single month, if you have new coaches in the group, don't feel like that you guys have to train them yourselves, because I know that's overwhelming as a new coach because you don't know what you're doing, as it is. So I will, again, they can enter, anybody that's part of my downline can enter my new coach training groups, for as long as you need until you can, start your own eventually one day. So that's the first of every month. First Monday of every month, I'm sorry. So then the second Monday of every single month is our free 14-day health and fitness challenge. Now, there's a couple of reasons why we run a free group, okay? Number one, I just love running this group. It's actually a lot of fun, and I think a lot of you started from the 14-day challenge. Number two, it's a great way to get people to understand what a challenge group is without having to pay for something. Because a lot of people are hesitant to spend, a lot of money on products, and, they just want to take part of the challenge. And, the goal is to get people interested and, excited in the challenge and enjoy the challenge, that they'll want to go on and continue their other challenges where they have to purchase a challenge pack. Another great thing about it is that they're free, and people love free stuff. And I love to educate people on, clean eating and get them into living a healthy lifestyle. So it's always great to offer free things. And the biggest thing I feel for these groups is that it gains people's trust, especially when you start talking to people that you're going to meet through social media that don't know you personally, and it builds their trust into who you are as a person and what you're bringing to the table. So I just feel it's a great way to get to know somebody and, build that, relationship with. To hopefully then go on and trust you, to either become a coach or, join your next challenge. So that's another reason why we run those groups. So every single second Monday of the month, we start this 14-day health and fitness challenge. Then the third Monday of every month, we run another challenge group where, again, they have to purchase a challenge pack. And then the fourth Monday of every single month is what we call our 3 to 5 day coaching sneak peek, whatever we feel like running that month, which is it's, you know, where we, like, people who that we feel would make a great coach, you invite to the sneak peek, and over the course of the, you know, the 3 or 5 days, whatever length we decide to do that month, we basically just explain what we do as coaches. And I feel like this is because as a new coach, I had absolutely no idea how to explain this coaching opportunity. And what you're going to learn next week is the importance of bringing coaches to your team. But in the meantime, you know, what you would do is that you would wait, I lost my train of thought. So anyway, it was a great way to get people to understand what we do as coaches without having to explain it as yourself when you're unsure as a new coach. So every single month, you know, the goal is to try and get as many people in that coaching sneak peek, you know, to hopefully at the end of that week be interested in joining your team. And also, too, what we found out, it's a great transition because we find a lot of people in the 14-day health and fitness challenge, like for some reason that group brings out a lot of people's inner coach. And, you know, Andrew and I were like, wow, this person would make a fabulous coach. They can inspire so many people. You know, let's see if they'll be interested in joining our team. And we invite them at the end of the 14-day challenge to join that sneak peek. So there's kind of like a method to our madness. And also to the new, the challenge group that's starting, you know, 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, whatever it is a perfect transition for all the 14-day challengers to go into the group. So, so there is a method behind our madness with the schedule. So that's the schedule for my team and Andrea's team. But if you want to go out and have a great idea, you know, for a challenge group, you don't have to follow our schedule. You can do your own thing if you want to, but of course, everyone is welcome to join our challenges. So do you guys have any questions regarding that? Okay. So the other thing I want to discuss about challenge packs. So, you know, Beachbody is an amazing company. And you guys are going to learn that as you go. But one of the things that I really love about this company is that they really, as I mentioned last week, they really believe in their mission statement to help people live healthy. Okay. So part of that, what I love is that you can become a coach just for the discount. There's no pressure. There's no pressure on you to sell products. Okay. But they do give you incentives to sell products, okay? And that's where our Challenge Pack sales and Shakeology sales come into play and how we can benefit from the incentives. And I want to quickly touch on Success Club and what that means, okay? So Success Club is like a promotional thing through Beachbody that if we hit a certain amount of points every single month, we get a free gift every single month. It goes towards, you know, vacation dollars. There's a trip every single year that Beachbody takes their coaches on, and we can earn that trip for free through Success Club. There's so many incentives to hitting their goal every month. And the biggest incentive it's a great benchmark to reach every single month of your business, to know that you're going in the right direction as a coach, okay, that you are growing your business. So there's many benefits to hitting Success Club. Not to forget that, you know, hitting Success Club is helping people because, you know, we're giving them a fitness program and Shakeology, you know, which is basically giving them the tools for success to reach their health and fitness goals. So Success Club points, how do you earn them, right? So a challenge pack, when you sell a challenge pack, that equals 2 points. And when you sell Shakeology, like just say they didn't want the fitness program, they just wanted Shakeology, on Home Direct only, that's equal to 1 point. Okay? So all you need to do is sell 2 challenge packs and 1 Shakeology, or 3 challenge packs to hit, you know, Success Club 6, or 5 Shakeology Home Direct orders to reach your goal every single month. And if you want to like take off, you know, full speed ahead, the goal should be hitting Success Club 10. So it's, you know, it's hitting Success Club 5 to get your free gifts and every single month, and then Success Club 10 to like go full steam ahead as a coach and build your business like rapidly. So what does Success Club 5 get you? So again, every single month you get a free gift. It could be Beachbody swag. It could be, you know, personal development 1 month, and it's only happened 1 month in the 2.5 years, which I think was Andrea's first month. They actually gave out the whole P90X series. It could be calls with inspirational speakers. So it's just every single month is a free gift from Beachbody, which I love. And again, every single year, Beachbody takes their coaches on a trip. 2017, what is going to be Punta Cana, which I'm really excited for. This past year was a cruise, a 7 days, 6 night cruise. Last year it was Cancun. I've hit this year, every year since I've become a coach. Last year I couldn't go. This past year I couldn't go because I just had a baby in January. The year before, I don't even remember anymore. I don't even remember. There was a reason why I couldn't go. But so I'm determined to make it in 2017 to Punta Cana. So it's probably a little bit too late to get on the waiting list. But actually, I wouldn't. I would say sign up for the trip anyway to go to 2017 because you never know. You never know if you're going to make it off the waiting list or not. So I say go for it. So anyway, those Success Club points equals to Success Club dollars, which will go towards this free trip every year. And then once you start rank advancing, there's other incentives to earning Success Club, which you'll learn next week, and we'll go over that next week, and I don't want to confuse you with that right now. So I just wanted to explain to you about that now so you guys can start earning for Success Club. Oh, and the other incentive as new coaches. So the first month that you hit Success Club, you as a new coach, you will get on a group call with Carl Deichler, who's the CEO, and every single time I hear that man speak, I get so inspired. I love hearing him speak. Okay, and you can just hear the passion. So that's a great thing to earn your first month as a coach. And then if you hit Success Club for the first 3 months as a new coach, you will get a free ticket to Beachbody's Summit next year, which is a huge Beachbody convention that I'm so looking forward to. It's in Nashville this year. Andrea and I are both going to go. And Andrea actually earned her free ticket to Success Club to Summit, which is like a $300 value. I mean, we still have to pay for room and board, but we just find other coaches to go with, and we all split a hotel room, and you know, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's just, they say that when you go to Summit, you come back and everybody like basically doubles their business. It's just so much fun. They have so many guest speakers, so many trainings. It's just a really good goal to get to Summit every single year. So that's another great incentive as a new coach to hit Success Club the first 3 months of your business. Okay. So you're probably wondering, well, how do we get people to purchase these challenge packs, and how do we get people to enter our challenge groups, right? Here's a couple ways. So they recommend basically to start building a following. And how do you do that? You do that through, they recommend posting on Facebook 3 to 5 times a day. As a new coach, that was very overwhelming for me because I was never a poster on Facebook. I actually never posted on Facebook, probably only one time in the couple years that I was on Facebook. And then here they were telling me, okay, start posting 3 to 5 times a day. I'm like, what? Like, who's going to care what I have to say? And so I remember, and I hated the word selfies, let alone ever take a selfie. And now I'm supposed to take a selfie after I work out, right? Like, and it just was very uncomfortable for me. So I don't think I did yet. Did I post a picture of my first selfie ever taken in the group? No. Okay, I should, because it's ridiculous. And I posted it on Facebook, and it was embarrassing and whatever. But I did it, and I stepped out of my comfort zone, and believe it, and I did it every single day. I posted, you know, a workout selfie. I started, you know, posting something of inspiration. What I did because again, I had no idea what I was doing. So what I did was I actually followed other Beachbody coaches to see what they were posting to get ideas until I basically found my own way and my own niche. So I So if you want to like start following other people on, you know, your team or Andrew or myself and just get an idea, you never want to post anything about like, here's a picture of Shakeology. You know what I mean? It should never be a picture of the product unless you're in it or talking about it or somebody's success in it, because the last thing you want to do is come off as a salesperson. We're not here to sell products. We're here to help people and share people's journey, share our journey to inspire others to join us, if that makes sense. Okay, yes, it is a business and we are trying to sell products, but in the end, we are basically helping people. We want to help people, you know, feel as good as we do on these products and to join us in our journey. And that's basically our goal. Like, I think we talked about this last week. You know, I keep thinking of, you know, Roden & Fields is a great skincare company, but I just feel like a lot of their salespeople, all they do is just post pictures of products. You know what I mean? Like the actual picture that they would get from Roden & Fields or whatever and post it. And quite honestly, like I don't even look at them. I just scroll past them. You know what I mean? And you don't want people to scroll past. You want to post something of value. So if you post a workout selfie, you know, add something of value to it. Like talk about something inspirational, or, you know, as a mom, like how you try and fit it in your workout in the day, or, you know, post, you know, a picture of your food and give them a recipe of like a food your child loves, you know, a toddler loves, you know how hard it is for toddlers to eat and find foods that they like, or, you know what I mean? Something of value, to, you know, to add to people. So to do that 3 to 5 times a day, because basically what you're trying to do is gain a following of people to follow you and pique their interest to see what you're posting every single day. And again, as a new coach, I'm like, who's going to care? But I'm telling you, believe me, they do care. And people do read your posts, even though that they're not liking, they're not commenting, they're not doing anything. They are watching you and they are seeing you. So do not get discouraged, and just believe me, believe in the power of posting 3 to 5 times a day. I promise you, they are watching, okay? And you will realize that after a while when you start messaging people and they're like, wow, you're doing awesome, you're such an inspiration. You're like, wow, you've never commented or liked one of my posts. They're watching, okay? So the other way to, and then, you know, during your post, like as time comes, you know, times approach the time of each group is posting, that's not coming out right. When each challenge group is coming up, we want to start posting the week before about, like do like an image and a little post about our upcoming challenge group to gain people's attention to come join the next challenge. Or, you know, once you start getting challengers in the groups and once they start like posting their results, you know, within the group, you can share that with people. I never put people's names unless they give me permission, but I'll post like, wow, you know, this girl just, you know, in one of my health and fitness accountability groups, you know, just said that she's feeling great and she's lost 5 pounds already and that she's loving Shakeology. I'll share that with social media minus her name, just so they can understand that these groups work, the products are working, and just to help build that trust with people. So besides posting on Facebook, because even though like we're posting every single day, the biggest way that you are going to get people to join your groups is when you personally message people to invite them. But not only to invite them, you're personally messaging people to start building relationships with them. And what do I mean by that? So, and this was really hard for me as a new coach, because again, like it was just totally outside of my comfort zone. Like I was just not this type of person whatsoever. Like this whole experience has completely changed me for the better. But anyway, so like, I'm like, who am I going to start, you know, having conversations with, you know? And my coach told me, well, what about people that you went to high school with? Now, I grew up in a very cliquish high school, and I was never part of the in crowd. And in fact, I was overweight and I got bullied and whatever. So I really had no interest in talking to people in high school, right? I don't know. I kind of feel like I still have that high school complex, you know, it just never went away. So I remember the 3rd month. So I, as a new coach, my goal was to strive to hit Success Club every single month. So when I was into my 3rd month as a coach, I did not hit Success Club, and I got I was so bummed. I was so bummed. And I reached out to him, and he's like, and by the way, in my 2.5 years, that was the only month that I did not hit Success Club. So anyway, I reached out to my new coach, my coach, and she's like, well, why don't you message people from high school? I'm like, ugh. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to, again, step outside of my comfort zone. This, opportunity has, a way of doing that. So I started messaging people. And when I started messaging these people from high school, they were following me, which I was really surprised, and, telling me that I was inspiring them. So I was just like, wow, that was huge for me. And now these people that wanted nothing to do with me in high school are now joining my challenge groups. So building relationships. And so that's just an idea of like who you can reach out to. Another way to build relationships is you want to show people that you actually do care, because we do care. That's why we are health and fitness coaches, right? We do care. So, by us reaching out to people and seeing how they're doing, and, if you know that they're on a health and fitness journey, keep reaching out to them, like maybe once a month to see how they're doing. And, just like what I like to do is that people who join my 14-day health and fitness challenge, I message them monthly just to see how they're doing, even if they didn't join our next accountability group that they have to purchase a challenge pack for, because I want to keep that relationship. I know that they're on a health and fitness journey, and I want to be that support to them. And in time, and they will join a challenge one day. Okay, so it's just building that trust within people and gaining their attention. So another reason why we want to personally message people is it actually builds up our Facebook affinity. So I don't know if you know this, but only a very small percentage of our friends actually see what we post every day. It's a ridiculous number, like 1% or 5%, like a very small amount. So there's a couple of ways to build up your Facebook, what they call Facebook affinity. You can actually Google it, and it'll give you like a whole list of what you can do. One way is to start liking people's posts, commenting on people's posts, and sending personal messages. So the more messages you're sending to people, the more people that you're commenting and liking on their posts, the more people who are actually going to be seeing your posts on Facebook. But the personal message is basically when you send a message out to people to invite them to a challenge group, that's where you're going to get most of your challengers. So I don't know if anybody's tried this yet, but a lot of times people don't respond. You know that they've seen it because it says seen in the time, and they don't respond, or what's what I'm looking for? Or, they do respond and they say that they're not interested. But the purpose of that initial invite to a challenge group is to start bringing awareness to them about what we're doing and to starting that conversation. I've had a person who never messaged me. I probably messaged her like 5 times, and she's never messaged me back once. And then months later, I get a message out of the blue from her, and she wanted to join my challenge group. So it's just initiating that, basically getting them to start paying attention to you. But also, too, a lot of times people will say no, that they're not interested. And every once in a while, you'll get that yes. And you're like, yes. But doing these tasks, inviting these conversations over time, they're going to start adding up, and you're going to start, having relationships with people. And I'm telling you, we got 10 minutes left. Read that book, The Compound Effect, because what I'm saying will make sense. It's the compound effect, the daily tasks that you're doing every day to, build, your business over time. Because what I always say, that this is not a business just for today. This is not a business just for this month. It's a business for, years to come. Okay. So even though they're not ready to join your challenge group now, it doesn't mean that, that they never will be. They may be ready in a year from now. Like when they say no, there's usually a reason behind that no. It's usually never about, that's the excuse you guys are always going to hear. But it's mostly about they're not ready. They have a fear of failing. They really don't understand what you're doing yet. they have a fear of, did I say failure, of the product's not working for them or whatever. So when they are ready, whether it's a month, 2 months, a year from now, if you're posting 3 to 5 times a day, if you're having that, you're sending those messages out to people and they're ready to start their journey, they're going to think of you and they're going to message you. Or the next time you invite, they'll be like, yes, I'm ready. Does that make sense? And that actually kind of just led me into objections. So, yeah, does anybody have any questions regarding any of that?
I think I have one.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You said about Meeting Success Club, and then you said there were like 1 through 10, or I don't even know if there's more than that. So which one of those levels do you have to be on to be considered like Meeting Success Club every month?
I'm sorry, Success Club 5.
Okay. So that's
what we want to shoot for Success Club 5 every single month.
Okay.
Which is 2 challenge packs in Shakeology or 3 challenge packs, but there's no cap of Success Club. So if you can hit Success Club 50,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which top coaches do. They hit it, So my goal as a new coach was Success Club 5. And it is going to be challenging at first. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And again, do not get discouraged, okay? Because it does get easier, I promise. Last week, you guys, there was a post from the GoPro, author, you basically start seeing, I don't even remember. Andrew, do you remember? It starts seeing something within after a year, like, yeah. Start getting income after a year. It's when you'll start seeing it. After 3 years is like you start. I'm not even going to pretend to know what I'm talking about right now, but believe me, if you stay in this business after a year, I'm telling you, hitting Success Club becomes that much easier. So my goal every single month is to actually hit 10. I don't even shoot for 5. I 10. But as a new coach, like if you want to go for Success Club 10 if you can, okay? It's not easy, but it does get easier the more you go. If you message, if you do everything that we're telling you to do in this training, if you message people, one of the vital behaviors is messaging 3 to 5 people a day, whether it's connecting with somebody, whether it's, inviting them to a challenge group. It's also building your network, adding 3 people to, Facebook and we'll touch on this the last week of the group. I don't want to overwhelm you with how to build your market, but if you stick with the 3 vital behaviors, basically every single day, then you will build your business and it will become easier to gain people after a while. So, okay. So stick with it. It does get discouraging. Okay. But it's so worth it. So worth it. Let me tell you. So have you guys gone public yet? We talked about that. I think that was today in the group.
I don't think I really have. I mean, I post about doing the workouts all the time, but I haven't actually said like, hey, I'm like officially a coach, because I feel like I still don't feel like I'm officially a coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I just feel like I'm still learning about it, but I know that it's something that I need to do because I know people are already paying attention. So yes. They might ask me more about it if they knew
yes.
that I was.
So I actually like to write a coming out post for my coaches and then for them to write their coming out post as well. And I think that we shared, I shared my sample, I think yesterday of my coming out post, but it's so important to just, announce to everybody what you're doing and stuff like that. And Lita, I still have to do your coming out post. I wanted to talk to you about that as a new coach, if you were ready for that. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, so that's, I want to challenge you all to, within the next few days, write your coming out post that, that you're a health and fitness coach, that whatever products you're using and that you're loving and what it's done for you, and that you're looking to, whatever your goal is as a coach, looking to inspire people to live a healthy, lifestyle and to feel as good as I'm feeling, or whatever you want to write. Everybody, we all have our own story. So anyway, so we only have 4 minutes left. So I really want to talk more about the objections. So again, after you post 3 to 5 times a day, you send messages, you're building relationships, 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you no. You can even be having a great conversation with somebody, and then once you tell them the price, they're going to say no. And it gets very discouraging. And I want to tell you right now that you want to hear those no's. You want to, because again, those no's will turn into yeses one day, again, when they are ready. It's going back to what I was just saying a few minutes ago. You know, that no usually means something else. There's something else behind that no. So when they are ready to start the health and fitness journey, they'll think of you if you're doing everything that, you're posting the 3 to 5 times a day or whatever. So there's actually a book called Go for No, which I highly recommend that you guys read when you get a chance, because you want to hear that no. You want to go for no. So Melanie Mitchell, the #1 coach, they say every single month, try and get at least 50 no's. Because if you get those 50 no's over time, once they, once they are ready to start their health and fitness journey, that they'll come to you. So think about, a year from now when like 50 of those no's turn into yeses, you know what I mean? So it's just a way to start, building your business. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Okay. So it's so easy to get discouraged in this business, because when you hear no after no after no, you start taking it personally. And do not take it personally. When people don't message you back, do not take it personally. It has nothing to do with you, and it's more about them. Okay, so just keep moving forward. We all have a mission. We all want to go out there. We all want to help people. We all want to build a business. Whatever your goals are as a business. My goal is financial freedom one day. You know what I mean? I want to provide that comfort for my family. You know what I mean? We have goals, so don't let these people get in the way of your goals, okay? Because those no's will turn into yeses, I promise. And I didn't start believing that until it started happening to me. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So you want to hear those no's. Do not get discouraged. And when you do get discouraged, I really want to beg you guys to tell your upline coach, okay? So we can talk you off the ledge, because believe me, there were so many times where I wanted to give up and I thought that I wasn't any good. And also to know your why you're doing this. Yes, we all want to help people, but there actually is a deeper why of why we're doing this. And when we have a strong why, they say your why should make you cry, and we only have a minute left. But when you have a strong why, that why is going to get you out of those tough spots. When you want to quit, your why is going to move you past that, and you're just going to move forward and continue on as a coach. Okay. All right, we're going to get kicked off in a minute, less than a minute. So I want to thank you all for getting on. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the group or message me or Andrea. Okay? All right. Well, have a good night, ladies.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.